name is Valeria. Welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for a couple months. I do apologize for that. I have been busy with school and with family. So really all this editing process and taking videos and doing any other thing that I can, I haven't had time for that. So I do humbly apologize. But fret not, because today is a very special episode. It's the first episode on what I like to call how-tos. So basically we are going to be cooking some Tiana's beignets. I'm going to show y'all on how to bake those. Quite simple. I baked them a bunch of other times before, so I really love them. They're like my favorite dessert, really, next to chocolate cake. Yes, definitely. First things first, we need the ingredients. So I got powdered sugar, I got my roller, I got my pan, I got my heavy whipping cream, vegetable oil, the bowl. I'm gonna pour it all in, my flour, my sugar, my dry yeast, and the all vegetable shortening. Those are the main ingredients that we need, plus warm and boiling water. We had to get prepared and dressed for it properly, because we can't have our clothes destroyed now, can we? Nope. Let's do that real quick. Boom. And now we're in our proper clothing. This is my lovely robe. My grandma made it. Yes, it's a little bit dirty, but that's because that's how you know I've been using it for quite some time. So, we got our robe, we got our ingredients. Let's finally make our beignets.
Alright, so our first and foremost step, we need our bowl, our mixing bowl, so we can mix all that stuff in there. It is right there, yep. And now we're going to add our ingredients. You're going to get 1/4 cup of warm water. Pour that right on in there. And then we're going to get a teaspoon of dry yeast. Now here's a little thing that you got to do, alright? You got to mix it in while you're pouring in the yeast so that way it can dissolve. Okay, I'm going to speed up this process because this will take some time. So let's speed this on up. Alright, our next step will be adding all the ingredients together. So we're going to be adding 1/4 cup of sugar. Make sure you're stirring all the ingredients at once. Next, we'll add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 2 tablespoons of vegetable shortening. Now, I had a little trouble with the vegetable shortening because it would not come off for the life of me. Like, oh, it was so difficult. I was like banging that sucker on that thing. So, gave me a tough time. Alright, after having a wrestling match with the all vegetable shortening, we are going to get a 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Pour it right on in and make sure you're stirring the ingredients all while you're doing these. Next, you'll get 1 egg, alright? Let me tell you something about these eggshells. These are my dog's favorite snacks. I mostly give it to him. They are very healthy and very good at recycling them, so yay! Our next step, we're going to get 4 cups of all-purpose flour. So this will be our first cup, our second cup, our third cup, and our 4th cup. All right. Next, we're going to get another 1/2 teaspoon of dry yeast and a 1/2 cup of boiling raw water. Make sure whenever you get that boiling water ready, it has to be boiled and hot right when you pour it into the bowl. So make sure, I suggest boiling the water while you're mixing all the ingredients, just so you can have it ready and prepared. Another thing about me too, I did have to ask my mother to help me stir. There's her hand right there. Because my right hand is broken. I am dominant on my right, so it is a little difficult for me to stir. So she is my little helper for today. Now as you can see, the dough is nice and secured together. Make sure it looks like it's all gooey and whatnot. To let the dough rise as you normally see in the other video, you can either wrap it with a towel or a plastic wrap. I like to use a plastic wrap because I like to see it rising. You will let it rise for like maybe 30 to an hour, whichever, give or take a few. Once you're done with that, you remove the wrap. You can punch it in if you like, see the dough go down. And next, you will get your cutting board, or you could put it on the table, whichever one you prefer. I prefer the cutting board. It's a lot easier for me, and so it won't mess up my table. You're going to spread some all-purpose flour all over that cutting board so that way the dough would stick together and not fall apart. Like I said, my mom is helping me with this because I can't put pressure on my hand. I did break it. So she's just rolling out the dough. Make sure they are 1/4 apart so it'll be thick, nice when you're putting it in the fryer. Now, mostly cutting the dough up, I wing it because I like different styles and shapes into my own beignets and just to see whichever fits into my pot or pan. Speaking of the frying vegetable oil, you will make sure the degree is at a 350 degree Fahrenheit Or you could put it at between like a 5 or a 6, 7 or 8, whichever. Or I mostly keep it at a 5 so it won't burn the beignets too much. You also want to make sure to keep an eye on the beignets on the sides. Flip it constantly because it is super hot. Once it's nice and golden brown here, you let the oil drip for a bit and move it on to the next station where the powdered sugar will be placed. You keep the paper towels on there so it could extract the oil, taking it all off. And then you will add the powdered sugar. Now, I know most of the people add honey to it, but I'm not really a honey lover, so I just keep the powdered sugar on there. But if you want to add the honey, you may. It's up to you however you like it. This tool that I'm using is a thing that you can use for powdered sugar. It spreads it nice out and evenly. If you want to add some more on the bottom, you can. And then voila! You got your yummy, yummy beignets.
Smells so good. Okay. Mmm. That is good. And there we have it, guys. That's how you make Disney's Tiana's beignets. Now, this is my own version that I make, but in anyone else's, they probably make it differently. Like, for instance, I don't use honey in mine because I don't like honey. I don't like the taste of it. I just like the powdered sugar on it. And it kind of tastes just like a funnel cake, so that's what I love about it. I love beignets. They're like my second favorite dessert dish because chocolate cake will always be my number one dish, so can't be helped. But I hope you like this video. Give it a comment, subscribe, share for more if you want me to try anything else. Only with baking because I am only good at baking, okay? I am not good at cooking, but if you want me to try it, I'll try cooking for y'all if y'all like. I'll do it. But alright, y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all next time.